All right. Hello and welcome to today's episode of the 80/20. I'm Josh Eppel and I'm here with Ryan Wong. And on today's show, we're discussing how to get traffic to your website for free. And we'll go over three strategies for how to do this. And then, of course, we will get down to the 20% of the effort that's going to generate 80% of the results. Let's get it done.
Well, so let's start the first one then. What have you seen people do?
Yeah, sure. So I'm just going to do a quick synopsis of the basics, the basic high level. I've kind of broken it down into three strategies off the top of my head that I think would be the most common. So strategy one would be an SEO effort. So trying to attract people to your website. And I've written this down as talk how they talk or talk how your audience talks. Okay. So if you find out what phrases are common to your marketplace, right? If your product is known, people are probably searching for specific phrases. How to use ABC or XYZ brand versus DFG brand. If you write thought pieces or answers that include these exact phrases and sufficiently answer them, you will start getting 100% free traffic related to these topics because you're going to come up in relevance-based search engines, right?
Yes.
So this is the foundations of SEO, right? This is the simple thing that everyone starts off doing that kind of they know they should be doing this. A lot of people aren't, and they don't see how this can snowball if they continuously do this in their business.
Got it. But do you feel like this applies for every type of business, or is it more B2C or versus B2B?
It's definitely not just for B2C because B2B people have problems too. And the businesses you sell to have a specific problem you're solving, right? They're going to search, how do I solve this problem? You want to
Mhm.
have your article be the one ranking, especially with B2B, because businesses are always looking for a solution they can pay for.
Mhm.
Who do I pay to get rid of this problem forever perfectly? So
Got
I
it.
think it actually works better in B2B. A lot of B2C industries will be very competitive. So say you sell dog food, there's going to be a lot of websites already comparing different dog food brands and recommending their own plug. It's going to be take a lot longer, a lot more content, a lot more link building to get the free traffic in that if you're doing it for in the search engine space for that industry.
But do you think it still works if you're selling a service? Like if you sell a product, I get it, right? But like for example, if I look up SEO for custom software, people don't really search that word custom software. Like if the number of views per month
You're right.
is less than a couple thousand, right? So it's
But
like,
what do
so
they
what would you
say?
do in that scenario?
How do I promote my SaaS? How do I find new customers? How do I acquire users? And every industry will have specific lingo they use, and they'll have different expressions for KPI. So in software as a service, there's definitely an acronym for customers that convert from the free trial to paid beyond just cost per acquisition. They've got a special acronym for that. The other thing is talk like they talk is a universal rule. So it doesn't just apply to search engines, although that's the easiest and most obvious example. You can do this on emerging platforms and there will be less competition there.
Makes sense.
So that's strategy one. Strategy two is to find alignments in your space. So chances are there are other people marketing to your same audience that have successfully become regular go-tos for information in your space. If you do this right, you're looking for people who are adjacent to your offer, not direct competitors. If you reach out to these people, they might be okay with you making a little bit of content for them that helps them rank wherever they're trying to get their customers, and of course, links back to you. It's a win-win. You may even have a future partnership opportunity with this person, and you're able to plug your business into the customer stream that's already passing through their business. So that's strategy two. And it costs you nothing to find these alignments, to reach out to people and to nurture those relationships. a lot of companies, especially in the services industry, Ryan, since you are asking about the services industry, are almost 100% dependent on this strategy for getting new leads.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, I never really thought of it that way. I think that makes a lot of sense.
And then finally, strategy 3, which I wrote down, is to give your list $5. So this only applies to people who have an existing audience or an existing list. And it's here because it's, of course, it's a method to get free traffic and therefore free sales, right? If you already own the list and you can contact them, your only risk is burning out the list. So how do you not burn it out? This strategy comes from our friend Stephen Pope at SGP Labs. You essentially want people to feel like you're handing them $5 every time they see you. If you were to hand someone $5 every time you see them, you're not going to get sick of seeing them, right? So you need to think about this when you're writing that email or whether you're doing that campaign, even a call campaign to a list. You need to think inside the customer's head, what what would really be valuable for them? What would make them feel like, oh, I can go implement this and this is like, I can apply this and it's worthwhile. It could be a technique, it could be a free guide, it could be a checklist, it could be a bundle offer. It could literally be a $5 discount. Maybe that's a little played out if you're in the e-commerce space. But that's how you want to think about it. And the list is so important, right? The list is a form of momentum in your business. If you control that business asset, you do control the future of the business, what you can launch, and how you can grow. So,
but how do you go about building that list? Because building a list isn't exactly free, right? Like marketing to your list is free after you have it.
There are ways to build a list for free. So you could start from a wider list that you find on a free list service, right? And then you could try to send those people a one-time promotional email to get them into the main list. The conversion rate isn't going to be incredibly high, but if you provide real value, you should be able to convert a few people. If you go on an emerging platform, say right now, TikTok is taking off, right? The algorithm really super boosts you if you talk about things that are relevant to an audience. You can take that audience and get them to opt in to get XYZ $5 thing and build your list that way. So list building doesn't actually have to be paid. I didn't say it would be effort free.
Yes. Nothing's
There are
free.
ways
It's
to
either
build the
money
list.
or takes time.
Yeah. And it's a longer conversation. The 80-20 of list building is definitely a different episode.
Yeah.
So let's get down to the 80-20 then of this. So we gave you 3 strategies: talk how they talk, find alignments, and give your list $5. What is the 20% of effort, which is going to generate 80% of your results in business? I have my guess, but Ryan, you can speculate on this if you want.
I think it's the alignment one, right? Because like you said, if who doesn't want free money, right? Like if they can pass you a lead that they can't do, then like they would do that. So
I have to agree. It's got to be the alignment one, because every person you're working, every relationship you're nurturing in the alignment space is a source of an exponentially higher number of potential sales and business volume. And it's a sales conversation like any other. You're trying to understand the person on the other end of the line. You're trying to find out how you can get them what they want, right? How you can offer them something that will improve their life. The difference is with a partnership, that's going to generate a huge volume of business. And so many businesses are completely dependent on this model. So that's definitely the 80-20.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, cool. So any closing thoughts, or do you want to wrap up the episode there?
Yeah. I think this is more of your space than my space. But yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense.
All right, awesome. Thanks for joining, guys.